In 60 seconds or less, what is it that you do?
All right, so demand planning and inventory management. So you see that shelf behind you, the top shelf? See how there's only 3 fruit bowls left? Do you think that's good or bad?
Bad.
Okay, why is it bad?
Because if someone comes in, it's still morning, people need to probably buy that to go. Like, if they don't have anything, then people are not going to purchase it.
Exactly. So in your product business, there's 2 risks you have. One is being out of stock, so you're losing sales. And the other is having too much stock, cash tied up that you could have used to hire employees, run marketing, and it's sitting in the warehouse. If your food that could go expired in a week, you throw it out. So what I essentially do is I manage financial forecast, customer level forecast, manage down to operational planning, so that you basically have that flow of inventory, so you're never out of stock, but you also don't have so much inventory that is sitting in a warehouse not doing anything.
Yeah.
And why does that happen? Why does it happen that there's only 3 things up there instead of like what there should be? Why does a business have that happen to them?
A lot of times it's just short-term planning. Sometimes it's supply chain issues where maybe the fruit isn't in season and that's a known risk. Like they're accepting that they're going to lose sales on these fruit things. But a lot of times what happens is it's just people working in silos.
Yeah.
So what I like to say is you have finance and operations, you have sales and marketing. Sales and marketing are always overly optimistic. They think every customer they spoke to is going to buy off the shelves. Every marketing campaign is going to be amazing. And finance and operations are conservative. Finance is like, who's going to pay for this? And operations is like, we don't have the labor or the manpower or whatever. And so that's where someone like me comes in and basically looks at the data, the statistics, the market, looks at the variables that marketing and finance sales are doing, and then looks at what the cash flow and the operations can actually handle. And it takes what we call an unconstrained demand and look at what the constraints are on the supply chain. And then we come up with a plan that whether there's risk or not, it's identified. Leadership knows about it. And then again, that could be a risk or that could be something that the decision they made were like, we're okay selling out of fruit at 10 o'clock in the morning because that makes sense.
So we make the products and Waleed makes sure that they stay on the shelves, correct?
Exactly.
And what's the company name if people wanted to know about it and understand how to get in touch with you and discuss their challenges?
Yes, my name is Waleed Nasruddin. WN Dean Advisory is the name of the company.
Okay.
And WNDean.com is how you can find me. Or Waleed Nasruddin on any social platform.
And the most important part of this conversation is, did Isabella understand what it is that you do? Because it is a complicated industry. Not a lot of people understand it. Do you feel like you actually understood what Waleed said?
I really did.
You got it?
Simple enough. I have no knowledge of finance, business, nothing like that, and I fully understood it. So it was really good.
It was successful. That's a simplistic message.
Sounds
All right, there we go.